Yeah, Ayurveda is very important to me because it is from our own country. I follow all the rules and regulations from Ayurveda. Allopathy, it suppresses your problems, but Ayurveda just works on it, finishes it, that problem.
Hi, welcome to Modanci's YouTube channel. Today is a very special episode. We have with us Shubhangi Gokhale. We welcome you. It is an honor to have you with us.
It's my pleasure. Hi everyone. Hi. Hi Sharwadi.
Hi. So, you might be knowing her from Hindi soap Chidyaghar and Lapata Ganj. Also, she's played many roles in Hindi and Marathi soap, movies and nataks such as Eka Lagnachi Tisri Gosht, Gangadhar Tipre and also Agabai Arecha. These are all her famous ones. She's played quite a few roles and today we are so proud to have her with us. So my first question to you is, which is your favorite role out of all of these, out of so many roles you've played?
You just mentioned that Shri Gangadhar Tipre. It was a very simple, beautiful serial, and I played one middle class lady and housewife. So that is Shamala. That was my favorite role. And other that one Hindi serial, Lapata Ganj. So it was Lapata Ganj was a small town, UP Bihar border, and the name says that everything was Lapata. I mean, bijli, pani, nothing.
Okay.
It was a satire, political and social satire. So I played one UPite or Biharan
Okay.
in that मौसी जी बहुत गरीब लोग हैं और उसमें भी मजे ले रहे हैं मिस्री मौसी that is my favorite role. Yeah.
Could you please have a dialogue for our audience? I mean, they'd love that.
It was I think 10-12 years ago, but सुरीली सुरीली कहाँ गायब हो गई है ए छोटो ध्यान रखना बिजी आ जाएगा हाँ सुरीली से मिलेगा तुम ध्यान रखना हाँ मालपुआ बनाएंगे तुम्हारे लिए पहले काम तो करो हाँ.
Wow. I mean, listening to your accent, you just shifted in 1 second from this to that.
That was
And-
fun, but that was fun, yes.
So actually, we've heard that over the years you've been practicing, you've been following Ayurveda actually.
Right.
So can you tell us what is Ayurveda to you?
Yeah, Ayurveda is very important to me because it is from our own country. I follow all the rules and regulations from Ayurveda because what is my knowledge goes is allopathy, it suppresses your problems, but Ayurveda just works on it and that it finishes it, that problem. So I love Ayurveda.
I mean, that is lovely to know. And so since you follow the Ayurvedic lifestyle, when you're on set and you're there for hours, also how many hours do you do at a
Yeah.
time, at a stretch, how many hours do you do on a set?
Yeah, normally the shift is 12 hours, but that is just on papers. But practically sometimes because we take time to get ready, so generally ladies are asked 1.5 hour earlier.
Okay.
And 7 o'clock shift, so my call time is 6:15 or 6:30. So so I start from my home 5:30 in the morning. And 7 to 7 shift, but it never ends at 7. So somebody comes and like requesting कि 2 scene रह गए हैं और काम कर सकते हैं क्या? So 8-9, and then you come back home. That is just 18 to 20 hours are gone.
18 to 20 hours. That is so much.
Yeah. Still we get lunch time and nashta time, but that is not a free time,
Correct.
Because
That is a necessity.
Yeah,
And
I mean, you're on sets. You're not at home.
such a hectic schedule.
Yeah,
How do you
it is.
manage everything, food habits or even your
Yeah.
skin care, your hair care,
Right.
because you're in makeup all day?
See, over the years, I have just switched one button in my mind that wherever I spend time, that is my home.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes everything easy. I don't think myself, yeah, I'm on sets and I'm just away from my home. So I make my makeup room like a home only.
Okay.
So I get if I think we go for a daily soap shoots, so it is almost 1 year or 1.5 years definitely. So I'm given a makeup room, so I put curtains, I get my chaddars and load, takkat and aroma lamps, flower pot, small fridge, small oven, what not. I'm a rice cooker. So I spend my time and I take care of my food and everything, and I carry everything. I fix there everything.
That
Like,
is so
yeah,
interesting
yeah, yeah.
because you have to do that.
Yeah, that's a mindset, you know. If you all the time, you know, you are in a self pity that we are just away from home and we have to eat on sets. Don't eat then.
Yeah.
Then manage it, you know.
Manage it.
So we can manage, you know, like some cow you can keep it for forever, chivda, ladu, and everything, you know, chutneys
Exactly.
and achars forever in the room. And I used to take rice with me, एक 5 kilo ka rice. So everybody used to come, especially in Lapataganj. Everybody used to come to eat that rice and ghee.
Can you tell us what was the environment like on the set? Because you're spending so many hours, 18 to
Yeah.
20 hours.
See, almost on every set it's beautiful. After you know, after a period, everybody gets to know. Especially in Marathi, Marathi it is, I mean, sheer family atmosphere, because everybody knows everyone. You know, some or the other, you know, like यहाँ भी काम किया है, वहाँ भी काम किया है, या तो इसकी ये बेटी है, इसका ये चाचा है. You know, like everybody knows everyone. So it is beautiful in Marathi, but on Lapataganj set we worked 5.5 years. So we were more than family.
5.5 years is
Yeah, मतलब
long.
प्यार भी हुआ, झगड़े भी हुए, अबोला ज्याला म्हणतात ना कि बात नहीं करेंगे, 1 महीना बात ही नहीं किए है. But that was, वो गांव था पूरा है. For us it was पूरा, we were staying there. It was our life. I enjoyed. बाकी लोग जो समझते हैं कि ये हम सेट्स पे आ रहे हैं, they didn't enjoy it. But it was a beautiful one. We had wonderful time. In the rainy season, I made pakodas also on sets, you know.
Okay.
So for everybody in the unit.
I think next time we'll do a cooking show.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you share with us some funny stories from like your set? Because this sounds so much that we have such a fear of missing out on all of these things.
Yeah, it is always funny, and I find everything funny, so I keep on laughing. So I was doing one play. He's the Premaji Gammat hai. So I stay in Goregaon, and I went to Vile Parle Dinanath Mangeshkar Hall. There is a foyer, and that from the foyer you can see the stage. Next shutter होता है. So last पहले जो शो चल रहा है, so उसका शटर ओपन करके रखते हैं कि वो खत्म होते ही सामान सेटिंग वाले will take that. So I was standing in that foyer कि इसके बाद अब मेरा नाटक है, and on stage Atul Parsure was there, and he was all the time looking at me from stage.
Okay.
चलते scene में, and he was looking at me. I said, what happened to him? I said, hi. Then he came out after the show, and he said, what are you doing here? I said, my show is here ना. So नहीं, जितना मेरी मेमोरी चलती है वो, you have your show in Dadar Shivaji Mandir. Oh my God! I was like, what to do now? He said, even I am going to Dadar. I'll come. I drove, but he came with me, and he came to, and everybody was waiting. कहाँ गई Shubhangi? And for the first time and the last time it happened to me, but I went to another theatre only for my
I
show.
know, imagine you're prepared for everything,
Yeah, and
but
I
you're
was
at the wrong set.
And I remember one story. One parrot was there, and काहीतरी फळ खात होतो. मला वाटतं तो मरणार आहे ते फळ खाऊन. तर हा बोलतो धावत धावत हिमालयाकडेच जातो, मी इथे मरणारच नाहीये. आणि तिथे एका झाडावर बसलेला असतो, आणि मग तिथे असं काहीतरी गोष्ट आहे, आणि मग यम त्याच्याकडे बघत असतो की हा इथे कसा आहे, याचा तर मृत्यू हा इथे कसा. असं तर मला वाटलं अतुल माझ्याकडे बघतोय, ही काय इथे करतेय.
That was a beautiful story. I mean, our audience is going to enjoy this so much.
Yeah, it was terrible, you know.
But anyways, like you mentioned that you're laughing all the time. You're laughing at different things.
No, I just can't stop laughing. Yes.
And that is such a nice thing. That is a good way to live.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about your nature? Since you're a December born, that's why you're a Kshardharmi.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little more about your nature?
I can tell, but you can guess.
Okay.
Then I can tell you is it right or wrong.
Okay. Being a Kshardharmi, you might tend to get angry at small things.
Yes.
You don't let go of things or thoughts.
No. I can forgive, but I don't forget.
You don't forget.
Yes.
Does it like keep repeating in your head that
Yeah,
this
it is
happened?
fixed. Yeah, it's fixed.
This happened,
Yeah.
and do you tend to get angry at little things that
Yes.
this is not in the right place?
Right place. Even a napkin is not in the right place, or traffic. Somebody's over. It is nothing to do with me. I'm in a safe place, but somebody is overtaking unnecessarily. I get very angry.
Very angry.
Then next signal, I get down and ask him, why did you do that? You wanted to come to the signal only. Why you did that? Yes, I get angry. I get irritated. you can say.
Irritated.
Yeah.
And you don't let it go, like till
No,
you've
yes.
told the person that this
Yeah,
is wrong. And are you like a perfectionist
Yes, yes.
with everything?
Yeah, definitely. But secretly, I like everything organized. Cupboard is organized, and kitchen is organized. But only secret is that even I only do the pasara, and then I get like, oh God, I have to keep it organized. So everybody thinks, oh, Shubhangi is very organized, but Shubhangi does pasara also.
So like you're a messy person, but then you have to like.
Yeah, but I like to organize
You like
things.
to
I like to provision for everything. Asude lagla tar, but it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, other than nature and everything, can you tell me something about your skin type, your hair type?
Actually, when we were growing up, there was no concept of that what is
T-zone.
T-zone, and nothing was
Nothing.
there. I grew up in Marathwada, Aurangabad.
Okay.
So we used to have dust over here also. I used to ride a Luna, and we used to get dust here. So there was nothing to like skin care or something. Just washing with some soap, and khobrel tel was the only thing to put. Yeah, but I mean, 10-15 years ago, at least, people used to say good skin.
Good skin.
Yeah.
You actually have a beautiful skin. My next question was going to be that like what is your secret to?
One secret, you will be shocked. I don't do facials at all. I haven't done facial.
Okay.
Maybe I'm now 58 years old, but maybe only 5 or 6 times I have done facial. But that is for my friend is like opening a parlor, so being a model. I mean, but not for
voluntarily.
myself, because I always had this notion that facials in my skin sag ho jayegi. I love pedicures, manicures, but not facial. So I think that is a secret. Whatever in kitchen, I use for my skin.
Okay, interesting.
And you cut tomatoes and that juice, and put some honey in it and some haldi, and I just put it. But sometimes, whenever it is, yeah.
So basically Ayurveda, but you're giving like a home remedy.
Yes, home remedies.
Touch to it.
Yes.
And like you mentioned, your age is 58. I mean, look at her energy today. And she's always like this. She's always smiling, and she's so excited about talking to the other person.
Yeah,
so
I love
her energy.
Yes.
Also, coming back to skin type. So like you said that a lot of people are not actually aware about their skin type. But you being a Kshardharmi, because you're born in December month, Ayurveda defines you as a Kshardharmi. So your conception happened in the summer months.
Right.
That's why Kshardharmi people tend to have a dry skin.
Okay.
So you tend to have a lot of heat in your body.
Yes, that I agree. Yes, a lot of heat.
And have you ever felt like because of the heat in your body, there's hair fall or any other skin or hair problem?
No, hair fall I can say. I mean, hair fall, yes. Untimely hair fall or something. But luckily, I never got pimples in my life. And I feel very sad that Sakhi, my daughter, from childhood, she got all pimples and acne, and she had to fight with it. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this, because I never had one pimple, also simple one single pimple.
I think it is the home remedies that you're doing.
Yeah, and I was like nonplussed when my daughter got it. But now, then we just did some Ayurvedic lip and everything. But we never got some, peculiar
treatment or
treatment.
Correct.
It is very difficult, but
But it's nice that you're choosing Ayurveda or alternative medicine or home remedies over going for some treatment.
Right. Yes.
Like you mentioned about your daughter, Sakhi. So I think she's in the same industry, even your son-in-law.
Yes,
Suvrat. Yes, Suvrat. How do you guide them about their skincare, their hair care? because you've gone through this phase of being
Right.
on
Right.
sets for so many hours.
Right.
What do you tell them? How do you guide them about their skin?
No, knowingly or unknowingly, that Sakhi, right from childhood, she is seeing me going with a big basket
Huh.
on sets, wherever. Even from Goregaon to Dadar, we are going, we just carry one basket.
Okay.
Something to drink and something to eat.
Huh.
So, and that is healthy, I mean. So, even she carries her food and some stuff. But I always tell her that get your alkaline water with yourself.
Huh.
It is very important because you have to keep because your body gets very acidic all the time. So she carries good things with her, and she doesn't feel shy about it. She's carrying a dabba.
Yeah. That is so
Pori
important.
bhaji.
Correct.
Even if 7 o'clock she is leaving, so she tells me previous night, "मी खाऊन जाणार आहे ना, खाऊन जाणार आहे." So she eats pori bhaji and goes away. But I tell her that she should take Chyawanprash.
Huh.
Yeah, that is very important. Chyawanprash is such a thing that Ayurveda has given us. That's a big supplement. 1 spoon, that your immunity and your vitamin C, everything.
Correct. Correct.
I survived from these corona waves because of Chyawanprash, I can tell you.
Huh.
Yeah. बाकी सब लोग चपेट में आ गए. सूरत, सखी, they just had their COVID part.
One experience.
But I never did it. I used to have Chyawanprash and good fruits, and Gulkand. I love Gulkand, doodh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so interesting. And
Yeah.
like you mentioned that, you carry your food or
Yes.
water with you. Kshardharmi people, if they get hungry, so they can't bear hunger.
No, not
If
at
they
all.
get hungry, they get angry.
Yes.
And like you said, sometimes you have hair fall problems.
Yes.
So when you get angry, the pitta dosha in your body increases.
Right.
That leads to hair fall or any other skin problems because the heat in your body increases.
But I must tell this to Surat also because he's suffering hair fall.
Correct.
But he's April born.
April born. Okay, so he's a amladharmi.
Huh.
So he has more acids in his body. So like you guide Sakhi about carrying her alkaline water.
Yeah.
Same thing you can guide him
Yeah.
for
he
carrying his alkaline water. So Kshardharmi people are alkaline and amladharmi people are more acidic.
Acidic because he was suffering from acid reflux and everything, and
Correct.
and hair fall.
Correct.
So he should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they eat a lot of spicy or oily food, their acid levels increase all the more. Anyways, actually, this has been such a beautiful session and it's been so wonderful talking to you.
Is it?
It's been so fun laughing about so many things. And I just want to ask you one last question. Like, what tip or how can you guide our audience about their skin and hair now that everybody is going into this phase of working so many hours? How can you guide us all to take care of our skin, hair, to follow the Ayurvedic lifestyle?
Whatever you're saying about, you go according to the birth dates and everything. You must follow her brand. So you'll get all Ayurvedic tips with the product itself.
If you want to know your birth date and your birth prakriti, if you're a Kshardharmi, if you're a Amladharmi, if you're a Samadharmi, log on to modanci.com. That's where you'll find your solution according to your problem.
And you can be modern and use antique technique.
Thank you so much. This
Thank
has
you.
been a wonderful conversation.
Same here. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.